Hello everyone and welcome to another session on MLOps. I am Eduardo. I'm the incubation engineer for MLOps at GitLab. And today is going to be a quick update. Last few weeks were a little bit slow because I was off. And so not a lot of was done since last update. But two things are worth mentioning. First of all, one of the things that we can do now to help raising the use case to other teams is the creation of user personas for for data scientists, for machine learning engineer, for data engineers. The thing is, I've been mentioning this before, but this was never the use case for GitLab. It was not thought out for this use case. And there's no user research on machine learning engineers. There's no user research on data scientists, and it's really hard to communicate with and to justify some investments with other teams. Having a once we start doing this user research for the for these personas, then it's a lot easier to communicate with other teams. Okay, why are we doing Jupyter Notebook Diffs? Why are we implementing these different pipeline strategies? Why are we investing on this or that area? So I think this is one of the things that we want to work on really hard next year at the beginning, because this can pay off a lot later. Otherwise, we'll always be having to convince people of other teams of what we're doing here. So I created this issue. There is a whole process to create a new persona, but this was just a Kickstarter to kickstart the idea. And within this, I believe there are three main, very different audiences. The first being the machine learning engineer, a software engineer that is specialized in putting machine learning models into production. And then you have the data scientist, which is mostly focused on delivering value from data, either as with machine learning models or with analytics. And then you have the data engineer, which is almost a platform engineer focused entirely on how to get data from A to B and how to make it easily accessible. And the security around the data, privacy, and so on and so forth. So these are the three personas that I propose over here. This will take a while, but it's a kickstart. And the second thing that we've been working on, it's the option to toggle between raw and diff, render and raw diffs. So this has been going on for a while, and it will still be going on for at least a couple of weeks or more. So the idea is that some users do need both the raw and the users like the rendered diff for Jupyter notebooks, but there are some use cases for the raw diff as well, because the rendered hide some things that might be useful for some users. So you want to display both of them, and the challenge is that how do I place the comments on the right place? So if I do a comment on line A on the raw, what would be the right line for it to be displayed on the transformed diff, on the rendered diff? So we're working on this. It's an important change, and I think it really pay off, but it's a very quiet progress, I would say. So it's a lot of work on the underlying library that is not visible. So I have nothing to show of a difference into the UI at this point, because I'm working on the engine of the diff. But this will come soon. We're doing good progress over here. We're almost at a point where we can already do the mapping between raw and rendered line numbers. So we built the symbol map for that, and things are progressing smoothly over here. So like I said, not many updates over here today, and this is, I think, the last update for the year. So happy holidays everyone, and see you soon.